Wearing face masks, while not foolproof in preventing the contraction of the coronavirus, helps prevent persons who may have the virus from passing it on to others. So explains Dr. Arthur Garrison, professor with the University of Houston. Speaking in an interview with SK Newsline, Dr. Garrison addressed concerns persons may have about wearing face masks, which is widely promoted as a non-pharmaceutical measure to minimize the spread of the coronavirus.
There are pretty good data that if you are standing next to somebody and you are infected yourself, you have an 18.18% chance of infecting somebody next to you without a mask and a 3% chance of infecting somebody next to you with a mask. All right? You don't need more data than that. There are, to my knowledge, no data that would support not wearing a mask. None. Now, when people say, oh my goodness, people who wear masks, it prevents you transmitting it. If everybody wears a mask, then they're not going to transmit it to anybody else. The fact that you're wearing a mask is not as effective to protect yourself. And so this is almost a reverse thing, where wearing a mask prevents you from transmitting it, but obviously if everybody wore a mask, nobody would transmit it to anybody else.
Dr. Garrison also addressed concerns persons may have about a coronavirus vaccine.
There are, I think, two different, very, very important distinctions between safe and effective. All right? So effective means it works. And effective means it protects anybody that's exposed to the virus from actually getting sick. Okay? That's effective. Now remember, there are some people that are saying some of the vaccines may not be any more than 50% effective, or there are some that may be up to 90% effective. That means if you get the vaccine, only half will be protected, or up to 9 and 10 will be affected. The only way we're going to know that is by the vaccine manufacturers themselves testing it on a very large group of people, which is what they're doing now, and coming back and saying to the world, well, this looks like it's effective 90% of the time. Okay? That's effective. Safe is very different. Safe, because you're largely going to take people who are well and you're going to give them a vaccine, and you better not make them sick.
The full interview with Dr. Garrison can be heard on Let's Talk St. Kitts and Nevis on SK Newsline's sister radio station, Voice of the Caribbean Radio, at voiceofthecaribbean.net at 10 a.m. Tuesday. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.